This video is dedicated to Reese Him Daddy, 20 years old, Maurice Willoughby, 20 years old. Welcome to Ravens Over. Please subscribe to my channel. Also hit the notification bell. This is to the trans attracted men. I want to share this with you as far as Malik Yoba. He is saying that on his Instagram that we got to do better as far as acceptance. And I want to dedicate this video to him because he is better than all the rest. And he is simply the best to try to put a stop to transphobia.
Hey, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? Are you getting it in? Somebody getting it for you? What's going on, people? Subscribe to my channel.
Okay, his name is Abdul Malik Kashi. He was born September 17, 1967. He is a Virgo. He is known by the name of Malik Yoba. Now, he is an actor and a singer. And I want to share this with you as far as what he put on his Instagram about being a trans attracted man and what they need to do. Now, of course, this is about Maurice Willoughby. And Malik Yoba has said that he put this on his Instagram in reference to the storyline. If you don't remember the story, this is a little rough draft.
You said, keep it in V. You fuck what? You fuck what? Bro, you do what? Fuck training, so what? That's thorough? Like, that's not thorough. You sucking dick and all that. That's not thorough, sucking dick and all that. He sucked dick. You said, keep it in V. You fuck what?
Okay. So it gives you an idea basically what he was talking in reference to that. Of course, it says the Philadelphia man dies after suicide. Video goes viral of him defending his relationship with his trans girlfriend. Friends say. Now, this story is reported as April 22nd, 2019. Now, Malik Yoba left this message on his Instagram stating, "Attention black and all men. It is not okay. This video is just another heartbreaking example of homophobic and transphobic hatred and hypocrisy. We as black folks, black men in particular, have to name, face, and call out and do the work to heal. This is exactly why I will be at every trans mark in DC hosting a workshop called Love Plus Trauma, the trans experience on September 27, 2019. Details TBD. Now, his name was Maurice Willoughby, 20 years old, baby boy who has killed himself from apparent overdose after his girlfriend left him due to abuse. Clearly, as evidence of the video, the young man was confident in his choice to love who he loved, but the uninformed young men around him haven't been taught by the love is love and acceptance and trans love is okay, and bullying has nothing to do with masculine or heterosexual behavior. Ultimately, his mental and emotional health was not intact enough in the fragile of his life, and he saw it was too much to bear. Oftentimes, this type of shame and ridicule leads to murders of women of the trans experience. Not okay. Clearly, he didn't get the support of his peers who think that toxically, masculinity, humanity, that being a real man means that he must respect and demean those who that find themselves attracted to women of trans experience. The fact that he was trans attracted presumably meant that he had no safe space to go to find support. He needed to learn to navigate love of a woman of trans attracted. Presumably means that he had no safe space to go to find support. He needed to learn to navigate love of a woman, the trans experience in the world that constantly tells you that you're wrong. Trans people deserve love and respect of those of us that love them. I love all women and count myself among those that themselves that were trans attracted. I too have felt the self-imposed shame that comes with the truth, but it's time to speak up. It is not about genitalia or sex, but attraction to the soul and humanity. The individuals are often beauty that is courage and conviction to live one's truth. As a self-identified cis heterosexual man, I am too learning what it means to be trans attracted. Many of us, famous and otherwise, that have struggled with the acceptance of attraction, so we do nothing, we must change. Now, basically, he put that up on his Instagram and stuff. Basically, of course, the Maurice that allegedly killed himself, allegedly. But the thing about it is, like I said before, it's almost impossible to try to figure it out, because we don't really, maybe he took an overdose, maybe it was too much, maybe it was a mistake. It's not, unless the autopsy said back. But like I said before, it's almost impossible for, us to really get the answer, because Maurice is not here to tell his side of the story. But I thought it was a very positive message that someone of a celebrity that's speaking out and basically about transphobia and, yeah, shaming men that are attracted to someone that they're attracted to. People love what they love, and unfortunately, until a lot of trans attracted men start creating a platform for each other to stand with, we're going to be in a lot of trouble, because I've tried many times to navigate a trans attracted thing with men that are attracted to trans women, to try to set like a meeting group and stuff where they all can stick together and stuff. If you're a trans attracted man and you know about this, please comment below how you could try to set an example, or, to try to just start something. Now, I did do something with someone else, which I'm not gonna say their name, but we actually went live on You Now, and basically he was trying to get the outlook on how it works. But the thing about it is, he was one man standing up there in the forefront by himself, and there were a lot of people that were basically trans attracted that would not chime in. They let him stand alone, just like Maurice stood alone. And unfortunately, there are a lot of men out here who are struggling with this situation because we let people get in our ear. And it's unfortunate, because you have to live your life. And until that, like I said, I would say before, it may sound cliche, but the thing is, once you stop caring what other people think, it's when you start to live. Unfortunately, when we're young, we're black, we get told, don't you go outside dressed like that. What people going to say about me? What people going to say about me when they see you dressed like that? And then actually, we take that information, we transfer it into the adults, and we walk outside thinking what people going to think about us when we walk outside the door. And it's a toxic, poisonous thing that we do as adults to their children, and the children pass it on to their children. It is a brainwashing thing that we do on ourselves, that we feel like we need the approval of other people in order to live in our truth. We look outside, we're thinking of judgment, we think if somebody gets something to say about us, we're already in our mind having anxiety over something, because we already been informed in our head that it is so important what other people think about us, instead of us standing our truth. We're not promoting leaders, we're promoting followers. Not saying everybody's a follower, but at the end of the day, if you try to say someone else's opinion of you matters more to your own, then you're condoning more to the problem. Unfortunately, a lot of people are not going to understand this message. A lot of people are not going to really receive this message, because people just want to be right. Until that point comes, we get to the point in life where people can sit back and say, you know what, let me fix this and let me break this cycle, we're going to be in a lot more trouble. But there are a lot of trans attracted men out there that should stand together and contact different guys and stuff like that and try to support a support group. There are some guys out there that are doing this, but unfortunately their platform is not big enough. If you're the kind of guy that's got a platform and you want to go live on me and You Now, let me know. Go to hit me up on my Raven over at yahoo.com. You go live and still try to start a support group. We don't need men to be shamed into death or getting on drugs where their mother can accept them or not. Unfortunately, I did the video in reference to his mother. She said that it wasn't her, but it seems like a whole toxic family that was going in there. I'm not going to go into that, because I feel it's like he was dealing with a whole lot. It's almost like it's just a lot for one guy that's only 20 years old to deal with. A lot of us that are older can't even deal with a lot of things that throw at us as an older person, so it becomes very problematic. But I thought it was a positive message for him standing out, saying that basically he dealt with it too as well, because he felt a certain kind of way and stuff, and he basically stood up and said, you guys gotta stop. He said this video is another heartbreaking example of homophobic and transphobic hatred and hypocrisy, as black folks, black men in particular, have to name, face, and call out. And the sad part about it is there are so many men that are messing with trans women. Y'all can sort of really support group. It's just too many of y'all hiding. Get some courage. Get some balls and be strong and stand in your truth. Stop acting like you're cowards. You letting everybody sit out here and just basically live your life for you because you're afraid, you're ashamed. If you're that much ashamed, then do the support group and try to help out your fellow man. Because at the end of the day, these guys are really killing themselves and going through these kind of changes. You could be the ones that try to be a band-aid on this whole situation. Life is not as difficult as y'all make it into. But anyway, like I said before, subscribe to my channel. At the top, there's the Instagram button. And I want to get feedback on this. And like I said, Malik Yoba, thank you for standing up in your truth, saying, and you know what? You can admit at one point you was a certain way, and now you see things a lot more differently. You know, people just want to be loved. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. It's not hard to love nobody. It's very easy, and it's very blessing when you do love people, versus showing more hate. Because at the end of the day, when these people kill themselves, a lot of people don't even care. Some of them don't even care. Anyway, like I said before, subscribe to my channel. Top this Instagram button. Comment below how you feel about this. Let you know I love you, and thank you for watching. Catch the rain.